What's good, y'all? It's your boy Soldaya, and today I'm going to be reacting to the most painful gym deaths ever. This is going to be a good one, so sit tight and let's get right into the video.
The barbell incident. It was the early hours of a Tuesday morning in St. Charles, Missouri. The gym was entirely silent, and it was the kind of silent that only came when the world outside was asleep. At around 2:50 a.m., a young 23-year-old woman would be the only one in the gym finishing what...
Damn, barbell incident. Just from that name alone, I can already tell this is going to be brutal.
should have been just another workout. She was a paramedic, the kind of person used to helping people, saving lives, and bringing the injured to safety.
See, this is the saddest thing. It's always the people that be like, it's always the nicest people, right? That be like getting the most brutal deaths. It makes me feel so bad, but damn.
The woman would step into a Smith machine and rack weight onto its barbell, and then she began squatting it. The only issue was that the weight was too much for her. In the middle of her set, she began struggling. She tried hard to re-rack the weight, but no matter how hard she pushed, the bar wouldn't go up. Then, in an instant, her legs gave out. She lost balance and the heavy bar dropped with no spotter to catch it. The machine pinned her down, trapping her beneath the crushing weight. And unfortunately...
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that must have hurt so bad. Because I'm a guy who likes to go to the gym, right? So, I can't even imagine, like, being in that situation, bro. Like, rest in peace to her. That's crazy.
Fortunately, since she was the only one in the gym, nobody was around to hear or see her struggle. For nearly half an hour, she laid pinned and crushed under the pressure of the weight before another gym member finally walked in and found her.
Damn, that even feels worse, bro. It was a slow death, too. Not like the fast ones. It was, like, slow, so she must have... Damn. That's so unfortunate.
But by then, it was already too late. The member tried to help and called 911, but by the time paramedics arrived, they couldn't do anything for her. Her co-workers at the Christian hospital remembered her as vibrant, full of energy, and always lighting up the room with her smile. But that promise, that brightness, was extinguished in a freak accident that lasted only seconds. Even in a place meant for health and strength, danger can hide in plain...
She was young too, like, that's crazy. That's why in the gym, like, y'all gotta watch out. You might never be expecting it, but anything can happen. So always keep that in mind. No matter what, anything can happen. So it's best to stay safe.
Inside. If you're lifting heavy weights, always remember to bring a partner. There's been a number of times where I've gotten trapped underneath weight without a spotter.
Oh, same. Yeah, no, that's happened to me a bunch of times too. Like, especially if you're doing bench press, always make sure you have someone to help you spot. That can literally save your life, like dead ass.
But I was fortunate enough to have friendly passerbys help me out. So even if you don't have a partner to work out with, try to work out when the gym is active and has other people in it. May this woman's soul rest in peace. The leg press incident. 8 years ago, in Vadodara, India.
Ooh, I can already tell this one's bound to be bad, bro, but let's get into it.
A middle-aged man walked inside of a gym for what should have been a normal workout. He moved from one exercise to another until he finally settled in front of the leg press machine, a piece of equipment built to test and improve raw lower body strength. The man began racking weight onto the machine until it was fully loaded with plates stacked heavy on both sides. Ahmad climbed in, positioned his back against the pad, and began pressing. At first, everything seemed fine. Surprisingly, as his legs pushed the machine, the estimated 1,000 to 1,400 pounds he was leg pressing actually moved.
1,000 pounds he was leg pressing? That's kind of crazy, bro. Like, I get people say that, like, oh, it's legs. Like, legs should be really strong compared to your arms, but, like, that's still mad crazy. 1,000 pounds, that guy is strong. I'll give him his props.
But then came the moment of truth, re-racking the load. He tried to lock the machine and began struggling. In an instant, his legs buckled. The massive weight came crashing down, snapping his left leg backwards with a sickening crack. The gym floor filled with screams as people rushed toward the mangled machine, the horror of the injury plain for everyone to see. But...
Oh, damn! In front of everyone, too? Oh, that's crazy.
By some miracle, the man survived.
Wait. He survived? What the fuck? I mean, hey, yo. Congrats to him, bro. That must have been crazy, bro. That must have really hurt, bro. But I'm happy he survived, bro. But damn, I was not expecting that. But hey, looks like we got one good thing this video. This guy survived.
Nonetheless, the leg press still had done its damage. It had left him with a horrible, gruesome injury, and a lesson that would haunt him forever. Don't ego lift. It's not worth your legs.
That's facts though. Y'all that be going to the gym, like, don't try to ego lift to like show off or like to push yourself. Like, do a comfortable weight that'll give you enough, like, tension to make you like feel that burn and have a good workout. But not enough that like you're struggling to even do the first rep. Like, no ego lifting around here. That can get you seriously hurt. And I don't want that for my viewers.
Shake incident. It was the end of New Year's Eve in Wales. An aspiring musician and fitness enthusiast had completed his day and decided to finish the night off by preparing a protein shake to drink. As you could guess, this was something he had done countless times before. But this time, he would try something new, because after all, it was New Year's. His friend recommended that he add a specific powder into his shake.
Is that Mordecai and Rigby from Regular Show? Yo, this guy's funny. He knows ball.
And excited to test it out, the man put a teaspoon of the powder into his drink, blended it, and began drinking it. And then, nothing happened. The drink was just a little bitter, and so he sent a text message to his friend complaining about its taste, but other than that, he was fine. Then the man went to sleep to end his night. Unfortunately, he wouldn't live to see the next morning. You see, the powder the man put in his protein shake was just caffeine. But it wasn't the regulated kind that you'd find in your Starbucks coffee. It was pure, raw caffeine. He only put just a teaspoon of it into his drink, which doesn't necessarily sound that bad. That is, until you realize that one of those teaspoons was equivalent to 70 cans of Red Bull, and he just gulped it down in one.
What? Wait, what? Whoa. 1 teaspoon of like raw caffeine is like how much Red Bulls? I didn't even know that. You learn something new every day. Nah, that's crazy.
Sitting, the man shot up awake in a cold sweat. Almost immediately, his body began revolting. His heart was pounding violently, his vision became blurry, and his chest began constricting as if an anaconda was wrapped around him. He raced to the bathroom and began vomiting. His system had been overloaded with a stimulant so powerful that there was essentially nothing that could be done to stop it. Within seconds, he collapsed to the ground, hitting his head on the floor and going into cardiac arrest. Later on in the morning,
on his own vomit is crazy. That, like, if I was to ever, like, I would not want to, like, go out of my own vomit, bro. That shit just sounds crazy.
His parents would find him cold on the floor and fall into a panic. They called 911 and paramedics rushed to his home, but there was nothing they could do. The cause of the tragedy was later revealed to be the simplicity of one mistake.
Damn, bro, like, rest in peace him and condolences to the family. But like, this is why y'all need to be paying attention to stuff, because you never know what can happen. Like, one mistake can be the difference to if you're even alive the next day. So you have to make sure you guys are doing the right things. And if you make a mistake, try and make it not be a mistake that's like life-threatening. But always pay attention to things so situations like this don't happen.
The scoop he used to measure the caffeine powder was actually meant for protein, not for a fine, potent stimulant. This incident sparked up a huge controversy over the ethics of making something this dangerous as accessible as it was. Many argued that powders like these shouldn't be sold on shelves if such a tiny mistake could come with such a costly consequence.
I actually agree. Like, what is like raw caffeine just doing out there for everyone to buy? Not even like the coffee one, raw caffeine. Like, what are you going to do with raw caffeine? That might be a stupid thing to ask, but I generally don't know. Like, I know, like, I just don't know.
The death grip incident. The death grip
incident. Well, let's prepare ourselves for this one.
Is a risky form of holding a barbell. When you pick up the weight for bench press, instead of wrapping your thumb around the bar and securing it in place, some gym goers remove their thumbs and place them to the side. People say that this way of bench pressing helps them focus on pushing the weight more. Others claim that it makes them...
Wait, I feel like I low-key do this though, but like, I haven't really like noticed it much. I'm gonna have to pay attention to next time I go to the gym and try bench press, how I grip the thing. I don't even remember myself how I grip it.
The triceps activate. Nonetheless, it's a stylistic way of benching that is extremely dangerous. And on a Monday, at a gym in Ankeny, Iowa, a 22-year-old student at Iowa State University would...
Nah, I don't think I bench this way, bro. I had to really think, because I'm just like, wait, how do I grip it? No, I put my whole full grip on that shit. have to make sure it's secure.
To find this out the hard way. The weights clanged, the music thumped, and lifters pushed themselves through the grind. For this young man, the bench press was just another part of his normal routine. It was something that he had done countless times before. That day, he made sure to fully load the bar to 315 pounds in an attempt
315, that boy is strong. Damn.
To beat his PR max. With the plates 3 on each side, this was the kind of weight that demands respect. The man laid back and gripped the bar. But in order to really focus on doing his absolute best in this bench press, he switched his normal grip to a death grip, then unracked it. He took a deep breath.
So that's like what the death grip is.
And for a moment, everything seemed normal. But before he could even attempt to bench the weight, in an instant, his grip gave way. The barbell slipped from his hands. The full 315 pounds came crashing down across his jaw, neck, and chest with unstoppable force. The sound echoed through the gym as lifters rushed toward him. Massive internal injuries were already done. His spotter and bystanders fought to pull the bar off, but the damage was irreversible. The man was rushed to the hospital, but despite everything doctors tried, he passed away from his injuries. His coach later said, "He was lifting weights, something I did with him 1,000 times." But
That's crazy, bro. So it looks like the guy who was doing the leg press is the only one who got like a somewhat good ending so far. But let's see.
The cruel truth of the bench press. It doesn't take recklessness, only a second of misfortune. I hit the gym frequently, and I won't lie, I usually find myself using a death grip whenever I'm doing bench press. But the truth is, no lift is worth your life. Always use a safe grip, have a spotter, and never gamble with 300 pounds of steel. The gym should build you up, not bury you. May this man's soul rest in peace. The dumbbell incident. It was a late evening inside a small gym in Medapalli, Telangana. The clients had finished their training, the weights were racked, and the silence was broken only by the clink of iron as a 34-year-old trainer and owner cleaned up his facility. But then, out of nowhere, the calm was shattered. 3 men walked into the facility, and for some odd reason, an argument broke about between the two parties. As the feud reached a boiling point, without warning, one of the men grabbed a heavy dumbbell and drove it into his face, instantly obliterating the man's. The men began smashing the trainer's body with dumbbells.
Hold on. Slow down a second. So they grabbed a heavy-ass dumbbell, smacked someone right on the head, like right on the head. And when he dropped, he was unconscious. They kept on beating him. Locked him up in jail. Locked him up in prison. What the fuck? Hell no. Those guys are murderers.
Striking his chest again and again, with each blow being more devastating than the last. The trainer's body was left mangled on the ground, and the place that he had once built to help people improve their bodies and strength now became his final battleground. The assailants fled immediately after, but luckily they were caught by the gym's security camera as they disappeared into the
lock their asses up.
Night. The man was rushed to a nearby hospital, but the injuries were too severe. Doctors fought to save him, but he succumbed during treatment. Investigators believe the motive may have been personal, a suspected love affair, or twisted grudge. Something definitely not worth a human life.
No, like, there was no need to do that. It was either they're like just crazy or like something was happening. Like they were like planning to do something. There's no way all of those guys jumped him. But like, no matter what, there's no excuse for like what they did. That's crazy.
The tanning incident. On a quiet Friday
now this one I'm interested in. How is someone gonna die from tanning?
Evening, a 39-year-old Indianapolis man walked into a Planet Fitness on Hardigan Street. He checked in, went about his routine, and got ready to leave after finishing everything he needed to finish. But before he left, he decided to make a quick stop in the gym's tanning bed to give his skin a nice finish. It was quick. The man hopped into the tanning bed and was blasted by tanning lights for 10 minutes, left the gym, went back home.
I've never personally like ever been tanned before. I mean, I'm black, but like I've never really saw the point. I mean, I don't know. I just don't really get the point.
Home and slept happily ever after. Except that's not what happened. You see, the man's car was left parked in the gym's lot. It never left. And his family...
Don't tell me he's still in there, bro.
...became extremely worried when he didn't return home for a day. One day turned into 3 days, and before you knew it, the truth finally came out. The The man struggled with an addiction that I can't mention on YouTube. It's speculated that the man had consumed some of the substance before slipping into the tanning bed. And while the machine tanned his skin, he quickly realized that he had consumed too much of the illegal substance. He began convulsing while trying to escape the tanning bed, but it would be to no avail, for 3 whole days.
That's actually crazy. So the like substances that he was taking made him like not be able to move or something. So he stayed. Oh, that's crazy. That's why don't do drugs. Well, if any of y'all watching this, bro, don't do no drugs. It's not good for you. It's not worth it.
The man would remain stuck inside with his body trapping the energy from the device's UV lights, causing him to become disfigured. Finally, a staff...
Why did you... Like, wait, why did they draw him like this, though? Like, why did they draw him like this? Why is he shrunk?
Member of the Planet Fitness discovered his body locked inside of the tanning bed. He had been there since Friday.
Don't take that seriously. Why do you have to draw him like this?
Alone, silent, and hidden in plain sight. Authorities were immediately called when they found him, and by the time police and investigators pieced it together, questions were everywhere. Why did it take so long for someone to find him?
Nah, but like, for real though, rest in peace to him. Like, that must have been bad. Being trapped in a tanning room for like 3 days must be terrible.
Why did no alarms go off? And was it really just the substance he consumed that caused him to become stuck in the tanning bed? His mother later confirmed he had been struggling with an addiction, but she still remembered him as the kindest person with the softest heart. The gym is where you shape yourself.
Yeah, people with who struggle with addictions. Some of them could be some of the coolest people ever, but they're like struggling, which is like really sad.
Into the best version of...
That's why the best way to avoid something like that is to never be in that situation in the first place. If anyone offers you something, y'all know what to do. Don't take it.
Who you can be. It's a place that builds not only strength, but also health and happiness. But none of that matters without safety. Safety always comes first. Train with a spotter when you can.
That's facts. No matter what, safety always comes first.
Pay attention to your muscles and joints if they warn you to slow down, and never load more weight than you're truly ready to handle.
No, always pay attention to what your body's telling you, because your body knows best. If it's like feeling weaker, doesn't feel like really doing something, don't push it. Don't go against your body. It can really end up bad.
With that being said, have a happy day.
Well, this video was something. This video was pretty interesting, but it also taught me a lot. Just make sure you guys are staying safe every single time. You never know what's going to happen. Tomorrow's never promised. But that being said, I hope you all have a great day. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to be part of the Soldaya Nation that I'm building. And I hope you all have a great day. Peace.